one to the home of the war chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Golden Gophers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Seminoles offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused on.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense here.
And the extra point is good. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
Unloads it left. The completion well past the sticks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Just ran over it. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Jones to throw. Buying some time. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quarterback checking the play. Running for it on 4th down. So going for it on 4th down is one thing. Quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option. But not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a 3-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Now, this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find...
Unleashes one deep. And it's caught! Touchdown Seminoles!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed.
Nothing but green ahead. The 30. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring. And the Golden Gophers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
When you have a quarterback that's this dynamic, you'd be stupid not to get him outside the pocket. Great job bootlegging to the right. Now I can throw the deep ball, I can throw some crossers, or I can run it and take off. It's really tough to defend. The defense did a good job, and I'm going to continue to do this and use his athletic ability to my advantage.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
They'll send out the kicker here.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll bring it back. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Now they'll run the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He gets a block. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. From the gun. Give on the inside. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, Defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. On the move at the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Jones wants to throw it, trying to get to it. He'll pull it down. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Gonna run it. It's Thomas. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tommy.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get the sack just like that.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They did on 1st and 2nd down. Don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And here comes the offense on second down. The give to the tailback. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Jones to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there getting set. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's got an open man. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Golden Gophers moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got the back over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete to the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side, 51 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 11 over Washington State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just...
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
Just about set for the 2nd half kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good night.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
On second down, looking again to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be fourth down. It is perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jones wants to throw it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 25. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes with a quick strike up top, covering 79 yards. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this.
He'll take the deep shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the play.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away.
They're down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to go up top on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Jones to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Touchdown, Florida State! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Houston is on a tear right now. Almost reminds me of the days of the old run-and-shoot offense there at U of H. They're up by 18 over Ball State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nowhere to run on now when he loses 4 on the carry.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Slips through the line. And there he goes. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to get in the end zone again. Touchdown Seminoles! And the pummeling has started.
Running back gets a 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll leave it with him. And he's a real nowhere man tackled. Gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Now the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. He caught it! Touchdown, no! And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He's got it down the right side. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, then you're going to have time to throw.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, You need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. Just buried it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
He'll pull it down and run. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Now improvising. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
Fires to the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're
Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, home to the Florida State Seminoles. And just listen to this crowd energy. For every Seminoles game, the war chant goes full throttle. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Syracuse will kick it off to get us underway. They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So the Seminoles offense is up first today. And there's the star running back jogging out of the field. He is trying to add to his huge highlight reel, Kirk.
Chris, honestly, I don't think we've seen too many running backs who can duplicate what this guy can do on the field. He's got everything: vision, speed, power. He can diagnose a defense in real time. I'm really excited to see this kid play.
Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Jones. Down he goes, a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the first down.
Boy, he comes up just short of his first down, but a nice job of picking up some yards on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't quite enough to pick up the first down, but he gives him a chance.
They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. And the Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warrick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
Now it's 2nd down here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So Syracuse's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. So now here comes the other half of this great running back duel we expect to see today. Both guys heat up for the game, but also for this individual matchup.
Yeah, I like this. A pair of tailbacks that like to pound away at the front 7 for 4 quarters. And with these two, that constant pounding eventually leads to a big breakout play that can change the impact of the game.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Syracuse lines up quickly.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable.
No shot to bring him down. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moves to the 47-yard line. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Syracuse lines up now, first and goal. He'll hand it off. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 Kentucky.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot here. Throws incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Tough on a quarterback. When he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield, the ball's just about to get to his receiver, then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain. The Seminoles are on the move here. Back to throw. It's Jones. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle made after the completion. 2nd down after that short completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Escapes the sack. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he's brought down there. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Gets some space around the 30. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. offense gets a fresh set of downs. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that...
He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it here. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. That has been in large part the reliance on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. After a promising start, we hope that both teams will just continue with more of this action. We've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up, 2nd and goal. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Grab made by the tight end. He's swarmed by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles. But the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
Right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. It's a quick grab, and he's tackled after the catch.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Makes the catch downfield. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Jones. Throws to the tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. First down and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First down. Looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
And it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Past the 50. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Orangeman. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback. But, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
He's escaping the pocket now. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They're going to run it. Powering right past the defender. They got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're going to run it here. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. And the Noles come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Noles.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
The extra point makes it a 17-14 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Syracuse, 14.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On first and 10, looking to throw. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. To the air, it's Jones. Dump ball's caught by the running back. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They've got it, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Setting the back in motion. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Noles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Got him, he's sacked.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Dropping back, it's Jones. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the 1st down marker.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. The quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick 6 going the other way.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
These are the type of plays that are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him tied up. They thought they were going to be able to get him to the ground on the pass rush, but they're unable to do so. So he gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and now this sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10.
Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this 1st half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this 1st half.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. The minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise. We have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
And the Seminoles will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Short pass finds the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. Syracuse lines up quickly. And now the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. He has first down yardage at the 46. The offense really clicking here.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end, but he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. Getting set. Here's second down.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quarterback still with the football. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Syracuse. But they were backed up to start the drive with some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Touchdown, Orangeman. Wow, what a play. Defensive score. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands. It takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going to pick 6 last time out here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Using his legs here. In the clear at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
To throw, it's Jones. Catch made on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep ball caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And they go in front here in the second half. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around them.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Spins away from defenders, refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Syracuse lines up quickly. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The offense going with the hurry out. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's an out route. The catch made. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. He missed it. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Comes the Florida State offense on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Looking downfield, it's Jones. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. And he drops back in the gun. Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him. take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter.
29 Philly, 2-9
He's going to hand this off. Just trucks through the defender. He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Knowles.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go under heavy pressure, takes a shot. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? To throw, it's Jones. Looking to scramble. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. This will be fair caught at the 30. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The short completion of the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Syracuse lines up quickly.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. First down here for this offense.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the 4th quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right?
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this.
And the protection breaks down yet again another sack. So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's complete downfield. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. He just didn't execute.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Green 25.
And the running back takes the handoff. And the Noles pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today.
Ready?
First down and 10 now.
Moves.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Physical running, fights off the defender. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Noles line it up with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage, but he should have left the ball in the end zone. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here. They're just playing for pride at this point. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure coming, and they've got him again. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? On the run here. Lets it go. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This game is not over yet. Let's see how the offense plays it. They love to chew some clock here, but can't get too complacent. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And that run produces a decent gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
And there's the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Here we go. Check. Ready.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He shreds the tackle. Now it's another broken tackle. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. A timeout stops the clock with just 7 seconds remaining in the game. Offense getting set. It's second down. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. After making his first attempt, this one is from 38 yards out. is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side. But they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.